and welcome to Rome. The capital city of Italy is one of the dream destinations in Europe, or even the world. This beautiful city was to host the final event of the ISSF 2016 season, bringing together the best athletes of the year to fight it out for the ISSF Globe. My name is Danny Potts, and I invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the action. It was a star-studded event for the double trap men's finals, and there wasn't a cloud in the sky. We joined the action with the first of two shoot-offs after the semi-final. Aldahani, Chetcuti and Scott are now in a battle for one spot in the bronze medal match. The shoot-off gets underway with a miss from Olympic Games bronze medalist Stephen Scott. William Chetcuti was up next, hitting the first double to pile on the pressure. Then it was time for the current Olympic champion Aldahani. Although after a small protest from Aldahani, it was the man from Malta that secured his position in the medal match. Up next were three athletes for just 2 places in the gold medal match. Love of Germany, James Willett of Australia, and American Jeffrey Holguin. The shoot-off was over very quickly indeed, and it was Willett and Holguin who progressed into the gold medal match. So it was Love and Chetcuti who were on the hunt for bronze. We rejoin the action after 8 doubles. It's currently 7 apiece. Love dropping another target there and opening the door for William Chetcuti. And Chetcuti takes his chance and takes an early lead. Now on the German's 10th double, there was a little confusion. He believed he saw some movement on the target and that he may have got a little nibble of it. Although after much consideration and after speaking with his flagmen on both sides, referee Giovanni Termini gave 2 misses, which of course was a huge blow for Love. It was all over before the final shots as the man from Malta makes the most of the Germans' mistakes and adds the World Cup final bronze to his medal collection. Love finishing off strong, but so does Chetcuti, only dropping 1 target in the entire medal match.
So, ladies and gentlemen, your bronze medalist, representing Malta, William Chetcuti. And taking 4th place today, give him a big round of applause, representing Germany, Andreas Love.
So over to the main event, Australia versus USA, James Willett versus Jeffrey Holguin. We join them as they go into their 11th double, with both athletes tied 19-19. They continue to match each other shot for shot, here turning this into a thrilling medal match. Whoa. Willett crushing both his next targets. Although one just got away from Holguin, giving the Australian a 1-target cushion. Remember, James Willett is only 20 years old and is already currently ranked number 3 in the world, whilst Holguin has a wealth of experience and an incredible 8 World Cup medals. So on to the last double of the medal match. Could Willett secure the gold? Yes, he could. This 20-year-old is really stamping his authority onto the shooting sport with his 3rd medal of the year, meaning that Jeffrey Holguin pockets the silver. Exceptional shooting from the Australian. Only 1 target separated them in the end. Smiles all round from all the athletes and I think it's safe to say his coach was thrilled at the result.
Yeah, obviously I had a big year this 2016. Got to represent Australia at the Olympic Games. I managed to come 5th. I was a little bit disappointed on not winning a medal, but I came here and trained hard after the Olympics and came here and managed to finish off the year on a high. So I was really happy with the year, and 3 medals for the year. I can't complain.
Up next on our first day of competition were our skeet women. We joined the action with 2 shoot-offs. Teammates and current Olympic medalists Bocossi and Cainero were going head-to-head on their home turf in Italy. Although after only 3 pairs, it was the Olympic champion Bocossi that secured her place in the medal match, with the Olympic silver medalist Chiara Cainero exiting in 5th. Now Rodi, Wei and Ju Shelomit with the highest scoring over the semi-final and now battle it out for the 2 gold medal match places. A huge amount of collective medals between these 3 ladies and a wealth of vital experience means their CVs are littered with achievements. Although after 2 pairs, it was Sutya Ju Shelomit of Thailand that would join the Olympic champion Diana Bocossi. We joined them early on the first station, and we had the current world #1 Bocossi to shoot first. Whoa. An early miss there from Bocossi, but can Ju Shelomit, the World Cup final silver medalist of last year, take the advantage? She couldn't, so both athletes tied after the first station. Over the following 2 stations, both athletes shot perfectly, not giving anything away, so it was down to the final round to separate them. A miss from Bocossi, which means Sutya Ju Shelomit has the bronze medal in her sights, so she just needs to hit a perfect station. Great start from Sutya, who is currently ranked #4 in the world after winning an incredible 2 World Cup golds this year. The last pair shot, and it was the girl from Thailand who took the 3rd step on today's podium.
Representing Thailand, Sutya Ju Shelomit. And taking 4th place, please give her a big round of applause.
So here it is, the skeet women's gold medal match. The 2 ladies faced each other not long ago in the bronze medal match at the Olympics in Rio. Rodi won that one, but who could win the gold medal match here in Rome? We joined them on the 2nd station and with both athletes starting strong, but it was Wei Meng who was the first to miss. The last thing you wanted to do is give Kimberly Rodi an advantage. The woman who made history this year by becoming the first sportswoman ever to medal at 6 consecutive games. What a title that is.
Ball.
As expected, Rodi takes the advantage halfway through. We jump ahead a little now to the final station with a gap of 1 target still separating our 2 finalists. It's over to Wei. Wei hits a perfect last station, giving her the best chance of staying in this final after the crucial early miss. But could Kimberly Rodi do enough to pick up her 2nd World Cup final title of her career?
Ball.
She did it! We bow down to you, Kimberly Rodi. What hasn't she won? Another incredible performance, which means Wei Meng takes home the silver.
And your silver medalist today, representing the People's Republic of China, Wei Meng.
One thing's for sure, Rodi definitely not showing any signs of slowing down.
Going for that record 6 for 6 and having attained it in Rio was amazing. Very humbling experience, very emotional as I cried out there. And you know, I'm gonna hopefully not be my last. You know, go for more, and I think I have at least 3 or 4 more in me. And the oldest medalist in the history was 72, so maybe 9 more, but we're not counting.
There were a few upsets in the men's skeet semi-final. The two favourites, double Olympic champion Vincent Hancock and current Olympic champion Gabriele Rossetti, were eliminated in 5th and 6th position, leaving the table wide open. We joined the action with a shoot-off between the 4 remaining athletes to decide which athletes go into which medal match. We had Egyptian Azmi Mehelba up first, although the second target of his second pair just got away from him, meaning he was definitely taking part in the bronze medal match. Joining Mehelba was Maharaj Ahmed Khan of India. Both of these two gentlemen have had a strong 2016, both taking World Cup silvers earlier in the season. An early miss from Khan gave Mehelba the opportunity to overtake his rival. A perfect opening double, but a miss there meant both athletes missed that last target on the first station, keeping it all square. We now jump forward to the last station, and it's still neck and neck with 11 apiece. It was a big moment for Khan, as this is only his 3rd ever final. Khan finishes with a respectable 14, but this gives Mehelba the chance to win his 2nd World Cup final medal of his career. If he hit a perfect station, the medal would be his. So Azmi Mehelba adds the World Cup final bronze to his World Cup final silver he won 2 years ago, creating an impressive collection. Now shooting veteran and Sydney Olympic champion Milchev faces off against the 29-year-old Russian shooter Nikolai Teply, who picked up his first ever World Cup gold in Baku a few months ago. The Ukrainian oozes experience as an impressive 9 World Cup medals. We joined them on the 3rd station, and Milchev really opened the door by dropping 2 of his 4 targets. So it was over to the tall Nikolai Teply. He showed so much composure, considering this was only the 2nd professional final of his career. But he made no mistake and leapfrogged the Ukrainian, gaining a 2-target advantage. Milchev finished with 13, so Teply only needed to hit 1 full pair to secure himself the gold. And that's exactly what he does, and with a satisfied nod to himself, he finishes the medal match off with a perfect final of 16 out of 16 and gains himself that step atop of the podium. A great moment for the 29-year-old, meaning that Mykola Milchev, who made his last ever Olympic appearance in Rio, where he placed 4th, takes home his first ever World Cup final silver medal.
And your silver medalist.
A kiss of the gun that has served him so well, and there was lots of support on this cold day in Rome, and it certainly proved to be an outstanding final. president of the Italian National Olympic Committee was here to see the trap women's event, and difficult conditions were proving problematic for the shooters. Homegrown Italian Alessia Iezzi struggled to get a grasp of the table and was eliminated in 6th position. We then went into a shoot-off between current Olympic champion Catherine Skinner and Olympic bronze medalist Corey Cogdell. Skinner missing her target straight away meant that American Corey Cogdell progressed into the bronze medal match.
So there you go, that's shoot-offs over, and Corey Cogdell.
Cogdell joined Lebanon shooter Ray Basil. Basil is in incredible form, winning 3 World Cup medals this year, 2 silvers and a gold. We join the action with Corey Cogdell, who misses her 5th clay, meaning it was back to all square on the leaderboard. Another drop target from the American meant that Basil took the advantage. It was a difficult matchup between these two ladies, seeing much back and forth between them. After the 11th competitive shot, it was all neck and neck once more as they scored 8 apiece. These blustery conditions and lighting changes were certainly a challenge to deal with Basil dropping 2 targets back to back. After the last shot of this medal match, it was the world record holder Corey Cogdell who was to return home with a heavier suitcase, taking the World Cup final bronze.
And taking 4th place, please put your hands together.
On to the gold medal match, and what a lineup we had. We had the current Olympic Games silver medalist Natalie Rooney against the current World Cup final title holder Alessandra Perilli. So this is really a hard one to call. Although after the 8th clay, Rooney just steps ahead. Alessandra Perilli, who had the honour of being the flag bearer for San Marino at the opening ceremony in Rio, was now searching for her consecutive World Cup final title, but drops her 9th target, meaning that Rooney could extend her lead once more.
So with 2 targets dropped in that last round, Rooney now has a 2-target advantage.
Then things really got exciting. A hit from Perilli and a drop target from Rooney meant it all came down to these final shots. Another hit from Perilli there. And Rooney misses her last target. So it was to be decided in the form of a shoot-off. Great for the fans, but not so much for the shooters. Words of advice and encouragement exchanged between coaches and athletes, and then it was time. First one to miss, losers. We saw lots of mistakes in the medal match, but the shoot-off was spectacular. A sensational 9 targets passed, and you could really feel the tension in the air. A miss from Perilli opens the door for Rooney, but could she complete her amazing year? She certainly could, and becomes the new World Cup final title holder in the trap women's event, which her coach is clearly thrilled about. The celebrations began. The girl from San Marino, Alessandra Perilli, took home the silver.
And your silver medalist, go absolutely wild, representing San Marino, Alessandra Perilli.
I was feeling pretty good during the semi-final. I knew what kind of rhythm I was going to do, and I stuck to that. Just rushed a couple, and then in the final it was a little bit difficult. I think the wind picked up a lot more and the light changed, and it made everything quite very hard, so it reflected in the scores. Yeah.
The sun was beaming down on our last day in Rome. We had a four-way shoot-off after the semi-final. The heat really playing a toll on some of these athletes.
Will be eliminated in 5th and 6th position.
Up first was the 34-year-old Yuri Liptak. He misses his first shot on the first station, meaning he is already eliminated. Over on the next station, we had the current Olympic champion, Josip Glasnovic of Croatia. But it just wasn't his day, with him exiting in 5th, which was a huge upset for the crowd. So over to the bronze medal match, we had Polish shooter Piotr Kowalczyk against Spain's Antonio Bellon. We joined them with the 28-year-old Kowalczyk, trailing by 1 target. And yet another miss from Kowalczyk meant that Antonio Bellon of Spain could now go 2 clear clays ahead. These Spanish shooters really have their own unique style. A missed opportunity for Bellon meant that things stayed the same with a 1 target difference. We jump ahead a couple of targets now, rejoining Bellon. He misses that 8th target, which means it goes back to neck and neck. So now only 2 targets remain for our bronze medal match contestants. Piotr misses that penultimate shot, but can the Spaniard make his final few shots count? Last shot and last opportunity for the man from Granada. Could he keep his cool? He could, and he takes home his first World Cup final medal of his career and his second competitive medal of the year, meaning that Kowalczyk was eliminated in 4th. Main event time, the final gold medal match of the 2016 ISSF season. 2012 Olympic champion Giovanni Chernogoraz and Slovakian world champion Erik Varga were in this matchup. Varga was the first to miss, giving the Croatian the early advantage. You could see the experience between both of these athletes in every single movement. Chernogoraz making no mistake with his 4th target, and then just carried on with his spectacular form. He really wasn't giving Erik Varga anything. Saying that, Varga was still breathing down his neck with still only 1 target separating them. Great crowds here to witness this matchup on this scorcher of a day as we move into our final 2 shots of the season. Could Chernogoraz complete a perfect medal match? Wow, what a performance. The perfect medal match there. Chernogoraz completes back-to-back World Cup final titles. An extremely impressive feat.
Representing Croatia, Giovanni Chernogoraz.
Varga, who won the World Cup final title 3 years ago, finished off strong and secured himself that last silver of the season. So it's safe to say Chernogoraz was definitely back on form.
I shoot bad the second round Olympic Games. There is a lot of wind, and then after Olympic Games I changed the program for training, and it's very nice to win again the World Cup final. It's last competition this year. I win, and it's very good feeling, and it's also very good feeling for the other season.
So there you go, that's it from the World Cup final in Rome, and in fact, that's it for the whole ISSF 2016 season. We thank you ever so much for tuning in, and we look forward to having your company next year for another thrilling season.